Gather round, kaijus. It's your boy, Kaiju Kong, aka 2K, emerging from the depths of sweet solitude to bring you some more Sigma soul sustenance. Alright, guys, today I'm going to be answering a question made by John the Goat. John, this is a shout out to you, my friend. Thank you very much for today's video topic. John asked me, how do you be a Sigma male in high school? Well, I think I did a similar video like this, but then along the lines of how do you be a Sigma male at 13 years old? And if you are interested to know what I said and you haven't listened to that video yet, then do right click and open that on a new tab, pause, and then come back to this one because the ideas in this one are different and they're more developed. So, John, getting back to your question, how do you be a Sigma male in high school? One thing you have to understand is that you cannot really be a Sigma male in high school, so to speak. Why? Because the definition of a Sigma male is one who plays outside the hierarchy or one who refuses to be mainstream. You can only, because high school is a hierarchy. School, work, career, everything that deals with society, these are all hierarchies that make up the bigger hierarchy, the bigger matrix, which is society. And if you stay in high school, you're limiting your Sigma male essence, so to speak. Don't worry, because I still have got your back. Instead of focusing on how to be a Sigma male in high school, the better question you should have asked is, how do you use high school to prepare yourself to live a Sigma male life in the future? Thing about kids these days is they want everything quick, want everything fast, want everything quick solutions, quick fix solutions. The thing is, you have to understand that it takes patience, my friend. And the older you get, the more you realize that time passes by really, really quickly. 5 years for me, my goodness, have gone by just like that. So for you, looking at high school now, looking forward, you might think that it might take a little bit of time, it might take long, but my friend, if you do the right steps right now, and those 4 years, 5, 6, whatever years that it takes you to get through that, in the end, it's really, really quick. So patience is key, my friend. And you have to use high school to take the right necessary steps for you then to live a proper Sigma male life in the future. Because if you do not take the right steps, if you do not do the right things where you're in high school and you do what everyone else does, if you do what the majority do, you're just going to dig your grave deeper. You're just going to dig deeper, deeper, deeper into the hierarchy. You're going to get stuck into a dead-end job. You're going to be miserable. And then if you're miserable, who knows, you're going to get addicted to alcohol. You're going to be addicted to drugs. And a definition in my books of a Sigma male is one who is detached from everything, detached from the opinions of others, detached from women, detached from jobs, detached from the hierarchy, detached from drugs, detached from alcohol. Because we are self-reliant, we are self-dependent, we don't really care because we know that we are like cowboys, we are like guys who roam the wilderness with nothing but a name and a horse. And even that, we don't rely on our horse because we know that things in this world we cannot control. And if you keep depending on things that you cannot control, you're going to be disappointed. So just remember to depend on yourself. So, how do you prepare yourself in high school? Compete like an alpha. Compete to be the top. Maximize yourself. As I said in a previous video, you have to have the trap mentality. Trap mentality is to try to reach all pinnacles. Reach the peak of your intelligence. Do as well as you can in school. Do as well as you can intellectually in all subjects. Be well-rounded. So you don't have any weak spots. As a Sigma male, if you're a lone wolf, you cannot afford to have any weak spots. You have to really reinforce yourself on all sides. You are like a lone fortress. And a lone fortress, a castle, is only as strong as its weakest wall. It's like a chain. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And no matter how strong you reinforce yourself on the front, if the back wall is weak, let's say if you take care of your physical strength, but then somehow you're stupid in terms of, I don't know what, you're stupid in terms of something, that is like a weak wall that you have in the back. And your enemies or life will not hit you where you're strongest. Life will hit you where you're weakest, so you cannot afford to have a weak spot. So every single day, focus on developing yourself in all aspects. The trap mentality. Try to reach all pinnacles. Reach all pinnacles physically. Work out. Get into sports. That's why you have to compete like an alpha. When I was younger, I was varsity in 2 sports at the same time. Swimming and taekwondo. Most people, they're only varsity in one sport. And actually, majority are not even varsity. I was varsity in 2 sports. You see? Because back then, there was no such thing as a Sigma male. So I just competed like an alpha. And now that I look back at my life as a Sigma male, I realize it's a good thing I competed as an alpha. Because if I gave up on myself a long time ago for being different, for thinking outside of the box, who knows what I've been now? A bum. Don't give up on yourself, my friend. Make the right decisions. Reach all pinnacles. Physically. Get into sports. Mentally. And theoretically. Make sure that you do well. Try to do your best in all subjects. But don't be a fool. Because there is such a thing as doing the best that you can. And doing too much. If you do too much, if you memorize everything. Because honestly, even university, things that I learned in university, most of the things I'm not even using now. I forgot. Useless. All those projects that I did, all those things that I crammed into my head a couple hours before the exam, I don't even remember anything. I don't remember jack shit. But get the right grades, because you never know. If you are a Sigma male now, maybe there is a chance that you may not want to be a Sigma male in the future. There is a difference between a lone wolf and a tiger, and you have to be really understand yourself. Take these few years to understand which of these you are. Are you a lone wolf or are you a tiger? What's the difference? A lone wolf genetically is meant to live in a pack. He subscribes to the pack mentality. But a lone wolf disbands for a while to gain strength, to make it out in this world. But then probably eventually one day, that lone wolf may join a new pack or may lead the new pack in the future. So you may be that, or you may be a tiger. Now a tiger genetically is not meant to be in a pack. A tiger is a true loner, right down to the genetics. So if you disband from the hierarchy and you are a tiger, you are a true loner. You are a true guy a true one-man army. So take these few years to understand if you are a lone wolf or a tiger, because there's different ways of developing as the lone wolf or as the tiger. But the advice is the same. Compete like an alpha and try to reach all aspects. Have the trap mentality. One key thing that I have to teach you here is, of all the skills and knowledge that you can develop, one thing that I want you to develop right now is street smarts. Because street smarts is like EQ. There's IQ, intellectual quotient, and there is EQ, emotional quotient. And emotional quotient gets people farther in life than IQ does. EQ makes good leaders. EQ makes you a good force in this world. It makes you influence people. It makes you make friends easier. You're better able to spot and to navigate through the world with a higher EQ. So try to develop your EQ by getting into groups, learning how group dynamics work, look at women, interact with women. Women usually tell you things that men won't, and also interact with men, because men will tell you things that women won't. When everyone else goes out to party, it is okay not to go out to party. It's okay to be out of place sometimes. Because in the end of the day, all of this is going to be forgotten. When everyone is out, you can either be one, sleeping. Everyone is out at 4 a.m. You can either be sleeping or you can be hustling. And that depends on how energetic you are. That is why you have to really eat the right food, exercise properly, sleep well, and really go forward into this like semen retention and nofap, because that masculine essence that you build up, that is going to give you more vitality with which to conquer the world, to conquer your own space. And this is the funny thing. Yesterday I had some free time, right? So I went on the internet and I searched up Sigma Male just to see how we are doing so far on the knowledge base of a Sigma Male. And then apparently some people say that Sigma Males or even these Alpha Males or these people on the hierarchy, we don't exist. Especially Sigma Males. Sigma Males, we don't exist. Sigma Males, we're a cop-out. All right. In my head I laughed. I'm like, it's better for us. People refuse to know that we exist. It's good. Let me give you this story about the 5 monkeys and the ladder. This is an experiment. I don't even know if this was even carried out. Well, a group of researchers put 5 monkeys in a cage, so to speak. And in the middle of the cage was a ladder. On the top of the ladder, they put a bunch of bananas. So what happened was, naturally, the monkeys, they tried to climb, or one brave monkey, the alpha of the group probably, tried to climb the ladder and take a banana. But then every single time that a monkey tried to climb the ladder, the researchers would spray the rest of the other monkeys with cold water. And so over time, the monkeys realized that when they see a monkey climbing the ladder, they get sprayed with cold water. So what did they do? Every time that they see a monkey climb the ladder, they beat him up. They beat him up. Every time that a monkey climbed the ladder, the rest of the other monkeys, because they didn't want to be sprayed with cold water, they grabbed him down and beat him up. And this went on. So the researchers, trying to get a little bit fancy, they substituted one of the monkeys. They took one monkey from the current cage, put him out, and they replaced that monkey with a new monkey. And naturally, this new monkey, not knowing the status quo of this hierarchy, saw the bunch of bananas at the top and wondered, hey, everybody's lounging around. Why? There's a bunch of bananas. Why is nobody grabbing those bananas? Let me go and grab the bananas for myself. And so he goes up to climb the ladder. And then what do the rest of the monkeys do? They grab that new monkey down and beat him up. And then what happened is, over time, the researchers swapped the old monkeys for a new one. They swapped the second one for a new second one. They swapped the third one for a new third one. They swapped the fourth one for a new fourth one. And they swapped the fifth one for a new fifth one. And the thing is, they stopped spraying the monkeys with cold water. But every single time that they swapped an old monkey for a new one, that new monkey, of course, would try to climb the ladder and get the bananas for himself. And every single time that he attempted that, all the rest of the monkeys, including the previous new one, would grab him down and beat him up. And so, if you went in and you speak monkey, like me, if you go in and go, if you speak monkey and you tell them, why do you beat up the monkey that tries to climb the ladder? Don't you all want food? There's a lot of bananas there. If that one monkey goes up and grabs the banana, all of you have bananas to eat. Why do you beat him up? All the monkeys will say, oh, I don't know, because that is how we've been doing things. That's the way things are done around here. If we see a monkey go up, we beat him up. What is the lesson of the story there, guys? This is how the hierarchy works. All of those monkeys are a hierarchy. And these established rules were rules established by previous monkeys who had a different reason as to why they beat up the monkey who climbed the ladder, which was cold water. But even though cold water is not sprayed on the monkeys anymore, even after one monkey climbs, they still beat him up. So the reason which was cold water has been taken away, and yet the way things are still the way things are done. Now, let me ask you a question. What do you think? For sure there's an alpha monkey there's a beta monkey there, and most of them are deltas. What do you think the sigma male monkey is doing? Take some time to think about that. What do you think the sigma male monkey is doing? Now pause this video and think about it. Let me answer the question for you. The sigma male monkey was not even there. Sigma male monkey in the jungle, those monkeys, to be even brought into the experimental facility, had to be out in the open, out in the jungle, stupid enough to get caught by the researchers. The sigma male monkey was out roaming the wild. And because he's probably in a higher tree or a higher branch, when he saw the researchers, he is not curious and looks at them and say, who are these people without hair? Who are these monkeys without hair? Let me go and approach them. No. He is smarter than the rest. He understands the hierarchy yet plays on the fringes. Therefore, the Sigma male monkey was never even experimented on. That is one thing. The lesson of the story is compete like an alpha. Maybe the Sigma male monkey was like the rest of the monkeys, but every now and then he goes out of the hierarchy to do his own thing. And probably when he was doing his own thing, the rest of his monkey bunch got captured by the researchers. And when he came back and he was like, family? Bob? Kong? Oh well, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Better for me. More space. All the bananas for myself. Sigma male monkey does not care. You are in the society. The reason why people don't think we exist is because we are like the Sigma male monkey. We are like everyone else. But then when circumstances get different, all of a sudden, then people realize who the Sigma male is, because we are the ones who don't get into the same shit that everyone else in the hierarchy is getting into. You know what I'm saying? When all the monkeys are jumping off a cliff, don't jump off the cliff with them. When all the monkeys are getting drunk, don't get drunk with them. When everyone is getting drunk, when everyone is sleeping, when everyone is wasting time, when everyone is having fun, that is when you are grinding. You win because when you're in the hierarchy, you still compete like an alpha. You never give up on yourself. But you don't compete just in one, you compete in all. It's like having the best of both, of all worlds, my friend. So that's it. Do like this video and comment your thoughts down below. If you don't like the video and you think that I took too long to give you the main point of the message, then go ahead and show all the anger. Double click on the dislike button. Double click on that. Don't just one click, just double click on that dislike button. Put out all your anger on the mouse. And if you haven't already, do consider subscribing. We are the lone wolves and tigers of the world. We are not only wanting to be lone wolves or tigers, we want to become kaijus, those who are really able to navigate the world powerfully. Be the true alphas outside the hierarchy. Equal, yet somehow above. Truly free, not giving a damn what others think about us. And yet still winning at life. So, if you want to join me on this path, do subscribe and click the notifications button so you don't miss out on anything. I don't really usually do a schedule. I don't like schedules. Either I do every single day, or I do it every 3 days, or sometimes I do it every 2 days. But it's a Sigma male life, guys. We don't really like the rules. Rebellious. Born to be wild. Cue in the nice song. Anyway, this is Kaiju Kong signing off. Thank you very much for joining me, brothers. Stay strong and take care.